Welcome to Subramani. I'm in the hills and therefore talking about embracing the power of simplicity. How simple can you get? How simple can you get with your vacations? How simple can you get with your life? And how simple can you get generally? We are all big users of technology. Here I am sitting in Manali in my hotel and recording a video which you could be seeing in Philippines, in Mexico, in America. It doesn't really matter. So good day to you. Good morning for me and good morning for some others. Good afternoon for some others in Malaysia. So, or not yet. Yeah, Malaysia is still only about 11, 12 o'clock. How do you get simple? So first of all, technology is useful, but technology should not become addicting, which it has become for us. We are afraid to switch off our phones just in case we miss out something. So my simple task is keep your phones off at about 8:30 p.m. And go off to bed at about 9:30 or 10, whatever. At least an hour before you just switch off your mobile. Nothing really happens. And switch on your mobile maybe 1 hour after you wake up. These are two very simple tasks which look like, oh my god, how can I live without it? At 3 a.m. also I get an email or an acknowledgement from somebody or a WhatsApp forward something. You can live without it. Just try. If you can't do 1 hour, try 15 minutes, then try half an hour, then try 45 minutes, then try 1 hour. When you go for a walk, when I go for a walk, when I go for a run, when I go to the temple, I deliberately leave my phone at home, saying something can wait. My temple visit is going to take 40 minutes, 45 minutes just outside my house. So is it going to really matter that I don't respond to something within 15 minutes or 10 minutes? Yes, it could be an emergency. My mother is staying alone. So something could happen to her. My sister could be frantically trying to catch me. But even that can wait for 45 minutes, right? So clients can definitely wait. So first of all, switch off your mobile. When I mean mobile, I mean the mobile, email, everything, laptop, everything. And preferably keep it in a room different from where you're sleeping. You don't need it by your bedside. If you got used to having it by the bedside, just leave it in a different separate room, right? If you get used to a 15 minute, 20 minute, 30 minutes, then 1 hour cut off, you will be able to sleep more peacefully. That radiation is not really helping. So put it on a charge and put it in your front room, in your drawing room or your somewhere else, but not in your bedroom, right? So that is first thing which you can do. Go out, be with nature. Last 3-4 days I had no connectivity. I have a Airtel service. Airtel did a great job by giving me no connectivity. Unfortunately, I also have a Jio service, and Jio had good connectivity somewhere in the hills, even at 4,000 meters, right? But yeah, you can live without it. It doesn't really matter. There was places where neither Jio nor Airtel was working. And I'm not even talking of Vodafone. So yes, we can learn to live without 24 hours connectivity. Then declutter, get rid of things that you don't want. When all the people around me were buying postcards to post home from the highest post office in the world, or magnetic fridge magnets and things like that, I was one guy who said, I just don't want to acquire more things. It is nice to keep buying things and keeping at home, and after 2-3 years wondering why you even bought it. The magnet is no longer working. You don't want to clutter your fridge with all these kind of notes. That's it. Then you don't know what to do. So declutter, get rid of things that you don't want. This Himachali cap that you're seeing will go off in a day or two. When I go away from Himachal, it need not reach my home, right? I need to buy it to give it to somebody, then it's different. I need to buy it for myself, no. Whenever I'm in Himachal, I can borrow it from somebody, or I can buy it and give it away. These are not very expensive stuff, right? So declutter, get rid of things that you don't need. There are enough people. In fact, today it's a greater pleasure for me to give away things than to keep things. Acquisition does not give me as much pleasure as giving away does. So third, be with nature. Go out. I've already spoken about it, but just be with nature. Just go out for long walks. Go by the beach. Go into a forest walk, into a healing walk. Something. Don't carry your mobile. You don't need it. If it's a place which you know, you don't need it. If it's a place which you don't know, you need Google Maps, right? So do that. When you're buying, buy your own values. If you don't like a particular philosophy, don't buy products manufactured by them, like how the Arabs would not buy a company owned by the Israelis or the Jews, right? So similarly, you can also do that, buying products which are made by women for the upliftment of women, paying maybe a slightly higher price, buying a nice woolen gloves for 350 rupees instead of a machine made one for 170 rupees. Your contribution to the world. and you are buying your values, you feel less worse. I mean, I feel terrible when I buy a book online and it comes packed in so much of paper. There's more paper used in packaging the book than in printing the book. So sometimes it feels better to buy the book in Kindle rather than buy the book, buy anything on e-commerce and comes with so much of excess packaging. So buy your values, whatever values you're happy with. Vegan, you're a Jain, you don't eat onion, whatever. Buy your values, eat your values. Then that is the best way to live your values, right? So that is another way of simply being simple. Be mindful of what you're doing. Mindful investing, mindful eating, mindful talking, mindful recording, everything. Be mindful of what you're doing and have gratitude. There is enough for us to have gratitude for. Gratitude for the eyes, ears, nose, hands, legs, being able to travel. I mean, I must have done about 2,000 kilometers of travel in the last 10 days, and apart from Bombay, Chandigarh, Bombay flight, or road travel, walking or whatever, trekking, all that put together is a huge amount of walking that I've done, and I've enjoyed every minute of the walking that I've done. So being with the nature, doing all these physical activities, being with friends, I think it's the most relaxing thing. We meet every Saturday, Sunday, mostly Saturdays. Now we have shifted to Saturdays when schoolmates meet from a very long, 40-50 years we go back in relationships, and we meet online on Zoom calls, and it's very relaxing, and it really makes you feel very simple. So do all these things, embrace simplicity. It definitely reduces stress. What more can you want? I mean, I think I have one more thing which you can do is get up in the morning, and if you don't know what to do, read the biggies, the Vivekanandas and Valmiki, Vyasa, whatever you want to read. There are awesome books to read. Just pick up, you have books which are small books which are thoughts to read. Read one thought a day, try to live the thought, see how useful every thought is. Could even be investment thoughts. I'm not saying you read only non-investment thoughts. Read whatever it is and be mindful the whole day, saying, oh, today I read this, let's see how far it is true and how to implement it, things like that. See what you can do to do all that, and fine. Embrace simplicity. It's the greatest way to de-stress. Thank you.